has anyone talked about the secret group in Los Angeles?
What's the secret group?
Are we dating the same guy? Have you heard of this group?
I've heard of this group.
You guys, I'm dropping tea. There's a special group out there that my girlfriend added me in because she thought her man was cheating.
What's up, everyone? Welcome into Hey Babe, Can We Talk? With me, your host and bestie, Drea Renee. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is a place for the hot mess expresses, the black sheeps of love, and for those who just can't seem to get it right when it comes to matters of the heart. I am you, you are me, we are one. And if nobody else gets you, I do. And if you're returning, I missed you. And we're going to have a great episode. You guys, we have a good, juicy one today. We have the amazing style curator, fashionista. She's done all the things. You've seen her on Access Hollywood, Today's Show. We have Melissa Chataigne, and I am so excited. You guys get ready. You are in for a treat. First of all, I am so excited that you are here. You have no idea. Like, I've been looking forward to this for so long.
Same.
You know?
There's so much that needs to be shared, and I really hope this touches women, makes them laugh a bit, and a note for the guys, because some things need to be said about dating and dating online. But I think there's nothing more powerful than two women of color. Okay, let's say black women. I love the word black. Black women taking up space, owning their power, and just spilling the tea.
Spilling the tea. Interracial dating, first impressions, and timelines around intimacy. That is what we're going to be talking about today, you guys. I really want to get into all these things, and I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. Melissa is the bomb.com, style curator, TV host, Access TV, Today's Show, Access Hollywood
Today.
Yes, and live with E.
Yeah, E. I did E for a long time.
Yes, yeah. You've done all the things, and she's so funny, you guys, and she keeps it 1,000% all the time.
Yeah, definitely not church light.
No, you are not. So we were just talking about like where you meet the guys, where you see these guys, like in Venice. You said you're a Venice 6 because you just moved there.
Yeah, I'm testing out Venice, dipping my toe in the canal and just seeing if I want to stay there forever. But I like it. But the funny thing is, I lived on the West Side like 10 years ago before I met my husband.
Oh, where did you live?
I lived in Marina del Rey, Venice. I lived in the marina for a long time, for like 3 years. And then, during that time, it was different. Like, I worked at Splash News. God, this is like 13 years ago. Not aged a day.
Okay.
I worked at Splash News as a video producer and was doing these short form videos. Abbott Kinney is now Beverly Hills, but before then it was like, it's literally Rodeo Drive. Like, it's better than Rodeo Drive. Before then it was like scary and sketchy. Like, you would get shanked. Like, we would have to have security let us in the building because it was dangerous. But the West Side is just popping and dating, and it's fun now. And
are we dating right now, Melissa?
We're back in the saddle.
We're back in the saddle.
I mean, I finalized my divorce, and
give us a little background.
Okay, so I was married for 7 years, together with my ex for 10.
Okay.
I lost a 180-pound white man, and I am feeling light and ready to go.
Love you.
And scene.
Let's just do one for safety, but you're wrapped very soon.
That's it.
I love it.
And, bye. It was an experience.
Was it like a hard thing to do that, to like separate?
Yes. Because I never got married. I never thought I would get married, number one. I never thought I would be divorced. But when you realize something's not right, you're growing apart, you don't feel aligned, we don't have the same goals. And I really think, and if I go back to my younger self when I met him in my 30, I would revisit the little details. I think I just was so happy to find someone to stand still with, because in this town it's so hard to connect with someone.
Melissa.
And the love language, it was very rub my back when I'm cramping and make me tea and all the things. But love, like our arguments, like, I love you. Isn't that enough? I would be homeless in the street with you, but love isn't enough. And
love is not enough. Say it again. Love
is not enough. It's not just enough to be, I love you, I want to take care of you. Like, you have to make a life and a family. And I almost feel like, what have I done the last 10 years? Like, I don't have any regrets. I'm thankful for our time together. But at the end of the day, we were not aligned. We did not have the same goals. And I had to let it go. And I asked for a separation last February, and it took me until September to file.
I was gonna say, once you guys finally made the decision, you were probably
when I made the decision.
Okay, let's get it straight.
Because when a woman makes a decision, she's done. When she's done, she's done. And I remember that moment. I was like, he said something to me. It was so nasty. And I got up from the table and I was like, fuck you. And I called my attorney the next day and was like,
Melissa, you were like,
done. But you try.
Once you're done, you weren't done in that moment. There were so many events leading up to that actual moment. Yep. And then, because they always say people break up before they break up.
Oh, yes. They definitely
It starts crumbling before. It's not just one day you actually just make that turn.
Yeah.
But there were different things that were happening leading up to that.
So many different things. And I won't do that again. And there we go. I don't think I'll marry again, but my parents are like, "Oh, you're so young. Like you can." But I'm like, listen. Marriage is a business. It is a business for taxes.
I used to hate hearing that, Melissa.
It is a business. If he doesn't add to my already delicious cake and this whipped cream frosting, then he is not part of this situation. I have lost too much just last year to let anyone mess with my business again.
Okay.
And so, scene.
I love it. Okay, and so keeping with our topic today, talk to me about the flavor that Melissa likes. We're talking about interracial dating, guys. So I'm sure we can...
now I'm putting this... Okay, so when a dude texts BWC... I mean, I do have to my neighbor always laughs at me. He's like, you like the lack of melanated brothers. I think it's something, I am not one of those self-hating black women. I will say that. And let's just make it clear. Thank you for saying that.
Because people think those two things go together. If you do like outside your race, they're like, she doesn't like herself.
Listen, I grew up in the Chicago suburbs. I'm daughter of Haitian immigrants.
Hello.
And there was no one else that looked like me. So my first crush was like Jordan Knight from New Kids on the Block. Okay. And like Harry Connick Jr. I don't know. I just like gold. Whatever.
Mine was Larry Bird. Maybe we're going to cut that out.
I don't know. Okay, but let's admit, Larry Bird, younger, he was kind of okay.
I know, but
he looked like a snaggletooth, snaggle nose, whatever.
I don't know what was going on with me, but I think I was about 6. I literally remember this, and I had the biggest crush on Larry.
See, but I loved Harry Connick Jr. The Harry Met Sally album cover, I used to sleep with that under my pillow because I loved him so much.
Larry's playing card under my pillow.
See, we have our thing. No, we just like ugly white men. It's fine. No, just kidding.
I mean, we like what we like.
We like what we like. So I always just have, but black boys didn't like me. And I will talk about the trauma of 6th grade when we moved to St. Louis for a year and a half for my dad transferring, that the kids would make fun of me. Because they're like, oh, you're Oreo, you're white on the outside, or black on the outside, white on the inside. Like all the trauma that comes back. Made fun of me. I didn't have any black friends when I moved to St. Louis. So even the suburbs of St. Louis, super segregated. Only friends I had were my friends from ballet. And that's the other thing. How many black girls dance?
Girl. I mean,
I just was in all the things. I danced, played piano, spoke French, all the things that no African American kid did. So my closest friends are my family, my cousins. I have the best cousins in the world, and my friends from 1st grade are still my ride or dies.
Right. And people don't understand the impact of your environment that way. Yeah. And then people constantly telling you that you aren't what you are, or you don't fit in the box that they think that you should, and what that makes a person feel like.
I think we need to stop. Now, I will say, when I do see these black athletes oftentimes from, let me choose my words carefully here. Let me just say this. When I do see a lot of black athletes that refuse to date black women because they're like, black women are bossy, black women are that's where I get into that self-hating. I feel like you're self-hating Negro. I welcome a relationship of a black guy. I actually went on a date recently with a black guy. He was great.
Amazing.
And he's cool. I don't think we have this most amazing love connection, but I like his vibe and I want to be friends. And so that's something.
And you did it. Do you know what I mean?
I would, but listen, I'll be honest with you. On the dating apps, all the men that hit me up are white.
Melissa.
All the guys.
Same.
All the guys. Same. Not one. And I did meet that guy, but that was the one. But
it's out of the 20, one is African American.
Yeah.
One. Yeah. And I don't know what that is. I'm like, is there something in my profile picture that's screaming Caucasian?
So there is. Okay, I will say there is. Girl, Melissa, the braids. They are all about it. I'm telling you, I was just like, do I need to get braids again? It's the braids. There's the thing. So like if you have like a short, because I was thinking of cutting my hair and doing like the Jodie Smith,
Yeah.
Joshua Jackson action. I'm gonna
can we talk about Joshua Jackson?
Okay. Ew. Hold on. Let me just take a beat.
Let me move.
I think we need like a beat. That man is aging like fine wine. And I was just like, whatever. He's a little puffy on fringe. No.
And he likes the chocolate taste.
He does. He does. And he likes it like 4C up in the mix. 4C. Like, get in it. He's get in that hair.
I was like, Joshua, really?
Yeah. I like a 4C brother.
Back to the Dawson's Creek.
But like, I'm telling you, but black men do not like they don't want to deal with the braids. They don't want to deal with the wigs. They don't want to deal with all of it. Like, my ex-husband would help me braid my hair.
Of course.
And unbraid my hair and take it down and all the things. And those are the things like, he had his
issue
flaws,
with it.
but like no issues. I find more white guys are just like fine with it and they get it.
Yes.
But I think black men are just like,
Yeah.
It reminds them of their childhood.
Why do you have to do all that with your hair? I'm like, because it is what it is, dude.
And we love, this is who we are. That's the versatility of being a beautiful black woman. Today I can wear this. Tomorrow I can be braided down and just have cornrolls. The next day I can have braids. The versatility of our hair is our power.
We can spice
and we are
it
the
up.
Trendsetters. Black women are traditionally the trendsetters for everything.
Okay.
So why do you think they wouldn't like us? We are the prize.
But it is something to be said for 1 out of 20. I'm looking at my list and I'm like, no one looks like me here.
No.
That's okay. And I just grew to accept that. And I think I've finally found a place in the last like 10 years of my life where I'm in acceptance of like just my preferences and all those things. But for many years, there was a lot of trauma, a lot of shame, people in my ear telling me this, you don't sound black. You're not this way. Why do you listen to this music? You only date white men. You're the whitest black girl, which I'm sure you've heard. And I love that people say that like
That's why I love you, because we always connected, because I'm like, I see
you see, and people get it. People are like, people aren't racist. They're not this and that. There's no way this is happening. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? This affects things, baby dolls.
It does.
It's a real thing.
And it's also, I think, the thing that we have seen and have to be smart about is the tokenism aspect.
The tokenism aspect. I'm friends with Drea. I'm not racist. Say what now?
Or you only like us because of some like porn star that you saw and you want us to be like that or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I want the black girl to be like this.
Yeah.
I want, the pink. I mean, this is getting crassier, but like, these are things that have been said. And I am not your palate cleanser.
I'm not your Nubian princess.
I am not your Nubian princess.
Please stop saying that. Stop saying Nubian princess.
It needs to stop.
It needs to stop.
And then the other thing is, as black women, we need to understand not to date poor white men.
I'm gonna just excuse myself, because I just feel
it just got crazy in here.
I feel really attacked, and so
if you're gonna do it,
and you're so right.
Because
I've been talking about
a difference. Because when you see the white guy in the Walmart with the fat black bitch, and you're like,
there's a difference. Yeah.
Or the black guy, the skinny, like
super skinny
black guy with a big ass white woman, big ass at Walmart. It's only at Walmart, because it's the people at Walmart. I never see them at Target.
You don't see them at Target.
I don't see them at Target. I only see them at Walmart.
These are facts.
Maybe
these
in
are
the
facts.
Valley.
But stop! Don't you hit on the Valley? Don't you hit on the Valley? Okay. But it's so true though, because I had a friend of mine who I was telling him some of the problems I went through with a past ex of mine, and he was like, he had no money. Like, you had to wait, wasn't he white? And I was like, yeah. Okay, stop it. It doesn't mean he had money. He's like, I don't understand. All the privilege. What are you talking about? This is so confusing to me. But yeah, my mom was like, you could cry poor tears or rich tears. I mean, they're all the same. You're still crying.
And like I said,
what's going on here?
Marriage is a business. And if you don't bring your business.
And you've already done it, so you know.
I know.
You know.
Do you want to get married? I'm sorry.
I do want to get married. Okay. I do. But it's so interesting when people that have been married, they do say it like that. Do you need to do all that? Because I have a couple girlfriends who, are married, and they're like, I don't know if I would need to do this again. Like, I don't know if I need to.
Do you want kids?
I do. Yeah. No, no kids. You do.
No babies. Or no kids. You looked at me like I wanted kids.
No, okay.
No, I am happy puppy mom.
Happy puppy mom.
And just enjoy my space. I mean, I will say the transition from being married to being single is a thing. And I don't think I was so set on, I'm not happy in this marriage, I want to be out. But there was a little bit of loneliness that I started to feel as a single girl where I was like,
let's talk about that.
Like there's a little bit of adjustment period because one, I feel like the friends that were like, oh, I'm so sorry you're divorced, they are also more guarded of like their relationships.
When you're single.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like all of a sudden I was like,
Melissa,
am I a threat? Because I don't know why I feel like a threat.
Because you are going to go out and you want to talk to people. And so versus you going out as a married woman, then said people's spouses are possibly like, well, then they're going to come talk to my wife. And this is a threat to my relationship. She's going to be having single girl conversations.
It's such a difference. And I also think women think that, I mean, let's face it, most people that are married are very unhappy. And the fact that you fought for your independence is a threat and a ding on theirs.
She's going to get ideas.
But even the woman is feeling like her thing. Like, it's like,
oh, interesting.
I feel like the woman feels like, oh, she did it. There's a little bit of a resentment there for people that are unhappily married.
I was like, okay, if they're happily married, then it's a different story.
Married.
Well, I want to do it too.
There's also this adjustment of like your role in the world now and how you present yourself and how you're out and, you know, and also for me, it's a lot. Like, yes, I'm dating again, but like it takes a lot for someone to get to stay there from 3 a.m. till 10 a.m.
Oh,
okay. Like, it's like,
yes,
it's like, it's having your space and also wanting someone in your space that you didn't want before. Like I spend most of my time, as much as it's LA, we don't see our friends. We do things. I'm very independent.
Our freaking friends. It's so wild. Like I see my friends, but I don't always see my friends.
No.
There's a lot of phone conversations, a lot of texting, a lot of memes being sent around. Do you know what I mean?
But that's not closeness. And I find myself most days, you know, walking Misha. That's my dog. She's the cutest. Walking Misha by myself or going to coffee by myself or starting the day with my headphones on, listening to, you know, a podcast or meditation. Obviously, Hey Babe, Can We Talk? My favorite. But like, it's a different vibe in that being single girl now. So I understand now for someone who hasn't gotten married, feeling that longing for companionship. But there's a whole, like, don't settle, ladies. Like, sift. It takes, and my mom used to say it takes 6 months to know someone. I think it takes a year.
I absolutely think it takes a year. I said in one of my older episodes, you know, not believing anything in the first 90 days in terms of just like getting to know what a person's real intentions are. But like a year to really know. And maybe even more. I mean, the discovery, I don't know if it ever even stops. I had a friend that was married for 8 years to someone. She found out that he had a gambling problem, was gambling all their money away. And I thought that he was the most amazing husband on the planet. I used to say, oh my God, if they broke up, it was going to kill me.
Yeah, because they're like that. You see that couple they look so great.
Exactly.
So many people that saw me afterwards was like, oh my God, but you guys were so cute. You guys were so great. I'm like, you don't know what's behind closed doors.
Exactly.
You don't know what people are going through. And no shade to him. There was a time. And I'm grateful for that time. But you don't know.
Yeah. So going back to like your dating now and first impressions, you know, I feel like confidence is really like getting ready is like half the battle and feeling confident in what you're wearing. So talk to me about what do you think is important for first impressions when you're going on a date, like what you're wearing. You're a fashionista, honey. I mean, you were just always, it gives me goosebumps. It just literally gives me goosebumps.
I do see that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Because you're always on point, and I'm not Miss Fashionista all the time. Like I need a lot of aid and a lot of help. I do. It takes me a while to get things together. Like getting ready gives me anxiety. But when I see people like you, I was looking at your Instagram. I was like, just like she just does it, just like effortless.
Well, first of all, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it's taken time, but it's really about knowing yourself and your body and what looks good on your body and what feels good on your body.
Yeah.
So if you're going on a first date, I always say, think about the venue, like what you're doing. The same thing like a job interview. Like now job interviews are different and super casual, but like think about the venue, and then just like you're packing for vacation, and know what works with your body. So for me, I know I got legs for days and great tits. So I'm going to make sure I maximize that and what I'm doing. Right. So even like this interview, it's like a little bit of a see-through, you know what I mean? Like a little see-through situation. And then like the boots and stuff. So like,
yes.
And we're transitioning to fall. So this is black tight season. Thank you, Wolford.
Oh my God, yes, I need some black tights.
I love the Wolford ones. Will not rip.
Okay.
They suck you in, and they're just a little bit of sheen. They're like my favorite.
I love them.
Like forever and ever.
Yes.
Done. But like the confidence, it's really about taking the time. Like it's a ritual. When I go on a date, it's a ritual for me to get ready. Like I'm like, okay, my shower. What shower gel am I going to use today? What music am I going to listen to put me in the mood?
Set in the mood?
Like you got to hype yourself up because this is game time. Like as much as we want to make fun of sorority rush is for life. You walk in the door, it's like, hey, how are you? Like it is forever. It is like life is rush. Rush is life. So, like, how do you prepare yourself for rush? And remember when we were like little girls, we were like all,
yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing, but like the rituals of like the music you listen to, how you get dressed, the lotion you put on.
Yes.
It's like take your time and then put clothes on that make you feel comfortable. Now I do have a PSA. As much as I do have an Amazon shop, please do not just wear things from Amazon. Be different, shop sustainable, and look like somebody else. Thank you.
It's so true.
Just be original.
So true. Be original. See, that's the thing. It's like if you don't have, like you obviously have the eye, like you know what to wear. It's like you get excited about that. But for me, I gotta like put some effort in. I gotta get online, put some stuff, like see what people are putting together.
No.
Okay, Melissa.
Yes, you can. Okay, yes, you can do like a little bit of a look for inspo, but like play with your closet one day. And get dressed and have like take pictures of your top 10 outfits, save them in your phone, and then swipe through while you're, before you get ready or if you're thinking about it and be like, okay, Melissa, this is when I look fly.
I'm going to send you what I think I look fly in. Okay. And our friendship will hopefully continue after.
There's not a doubt in my mind.
Oh.
Look at girl.
Okay, I see what she's saying. I'm just joking. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
You look flawless.
Thank you.
And you're always on point.
Thank you.
I know that may take more work than others, but
yes,
you present well, I'm sure.
Thank you.
So I'm not really ever worried about you dating.
Thank you. Talk to me about undergarments. Okay, so like on a first date, I used to just purposely do things so we could stay out of things and keep things closed for business. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yes, Melissa. Back in the day, I used to be like, let me just wear the granny's JIC, but then maybe it didn't go with the outfit, just so we aren't like tempted.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I never did that, but maybe that's why I was such a hoe.
I would
like I lost my virginity at 20, but then like once you stop the pop, you can't stop. Like I literally was just like, oh, well, there you go. Thongs on the floor, wearing some underwear. Like, I probably should have been more that.
I did the reverse. I was like, we're going to go ugly in case anybody tries to do it. I'm like, oh, whoa, hey. No. We're
Listen.
Package is closed.
I know.
Didn't always
a little
work,
slide at the front of the panty and like, I'm just like butter.
But normally speaking, exactly. Normally speaking, what do you think people should be like wearing it for undergarments?
I love a great bodysuit, like a slimming bodysuit or something. So like this brand called Pinsy, like they just recently like launched another thing, but I've been wearing them for years, and I love how it's like lace, but it sucks you in. So if you need that little bit of support and like compression, that's great. I mean, listen, we've loved the Spanx of the day, but like, when you take it off, your fupa's like, like it's like no one wants to see that. If you're gonna do it, like do it in a sexier way. Like I love a bodysuit and jeans. You can't go wrong.
I love a bodysuit.
And it's
so
like
easy.
Layered with a sweater or something. It's like it's good.
Okay,
not for men though. I saw that they come out, and I was like, oh no, no. But just that, and like, and for guys, good jacket. Like a good, maybe a military
jacket can go so far.
So far. Good jacket, and like even if they did a hoodie, a nice military jacket with like sweats, that boy's looking fine. Right?
Honestly, good jacket just like great.
Yes. But I do find guys now, I mean, I don't know, maybe the guys have been going out to put a little effort in.
Yeah.
But I do have some horror stories back in the day. Guy rolled up on a
Please tell me.
bicycle.
Melissa.
He said he has a bike. And I was like, oh, cool. He has a motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
No. A bicycle, all sweaty, and it's like, it was supposed to be in the marina. It's like, I just biked from Silver Lake. And I was like,
to the marina?
To the marina, 15 miles.
For a first date?
For a first date, and smelled so bad.
Was the BO-ing?
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Okay,
it was just the worst. So like, I think things have changed, or my standards have gotten higher. But granted, that was Plenty of Fish. So like, Plenty of Fish standards.
Not
like,
the POF. Oh my gosh.
That was POF. Was like,
I was on that back in the day.
They didn't have Tinder when I was dating. That's when it came out. Was when I was dating my husband. Tinder and Hinge and I am still not on those. I don't.
Oh, you're not any of those.
I'm on the Field.
Oh my God. My girlfriend was just talking about this last night.
Field?
Everybody is fielding right now.
Field is where it's at. Listen, let me just tell you why.
Everyone's going to go look up Field.
Field. Okay, it's F-E-E-L-D. I discovered Field. Valentine's Day dinner. A girlfriend of mine was like, are you dating Melissa? I was like, no, like I took a good 6-month break. Like, honestly, I didn't even want to look at dick. Like, I was like, fuck his ass. Fuck all men. I really just took
That's where I'm at right now. Yeah.
Oh, we need to change that.
Yeah. No,
because it's cuffing season.
I need a minute.
Okay, you need a minute.
Yeah, I need a minute.
And I was like, no. And she's like, try Field. And that's where I met my boyfriend. And interracial couple, super fun.
She met her boyfriend on Field? Wait, people are looking for relationships on Field?
I know. I don't think so. I say that my profile's pretty blunt.
I love it. Really, Melissa, I would never have guessed that. I thought you'd be a little coy and shy. No.
And I just put that out there to meet people. Yeah. Not necessarily have fun, but like, I'm a great conversationalist. I'm the best time you'll have without dying. So I don't think that's on my profile, but it should be.
I think it should be on your profile.
But
I think it should be.
I put it up there, and then I've been fielding since February, and I dated someone for a little while, and I have, a roster. And,
I love it.
And this is the thing. Has anyone talked about the secret group in Los Angeles?
What's the secret group?
Are we dating the same guy? Have you heard of this group?
I've heard of this group.
You guys, I'm dropping tea. There's a special group out there that my girlfriend added me in because she thought her man was cheating. Are you dating the same guy? Basically, post men to see if I'm going out with him. Are you going out with him, or is he taken, or what? Red flags. It's a great group when girls are loyal to each other. But I made a post a while back about how we should all be dating the same guy, because there's this mindset that when you go out with one person, it's like, are we going to go out? Is he my person? Is he this thing?
After one date.
And women are so worried. Like, we had a great date. We went out twice. Like, I'm worried he's dating someone else. I'm like, I hope he's dating someone else.
Yes. Okay, I agree with that.
I feel like women put too much of a chokehold, and that's where the desperation comes in, that they should be having rosters. They should have rotations. They should be dating like men, and they should not be waiting by the phone for the man to call. Exactly. The more you ignore, the more they want, because they want the chase.
Okay.
That is, if I would have known that in my 20s, I would have saved myself so many tears.
So like that in my 20s, go on a couple dates with someone, and I'm like,
oh my God,
we're together. So now it's like that stuff still happens to me, but it happens internally, and I'm not externalizing that. I'm like, I love you, but I'm not going to tell you. But I do love you.
I love you, but I'm going to sit on your face. But buy me dinner.
Exactly.
That's more or less where I'm at.
Okay.
But I'm like having fun with it.
And you should be, but I do think you're totally right. People feel like you go on a date, and I always say a date is not a down payment on a marriage. It is not. Like, it's just that. We're just getting to know each other. On my episode about ghosting that's coming out soon, I talk about that, where it's like, I'm not talking about ghosting where you go on a couple dates, you don't hear from the person again. It's like, that happens. It's not great, but it does happen. But you don't have any obligation to, like, you're texting with someone or you're talking to them on the app. If you disappear, whatever. I'm talking about in relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's a different thing.
And listen, and I know this is going to come off crass. Even if you sleep with someone, you can still just ghost.
Melissa,
it doesn't even matter. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, Melissa.
Just
I disagree.
because you made you come doesn't mean you get the RSVP anymore.
Melissa, you are okay if you have sex with someone and they ghost you, and you don't hear from them anymore.
Well, if I didn't like them, if I ghost them, then it's fine.
Okay, but if the communication is that this is like a casual thing and you both understand that, and we aren't, then it's okay. That makes sense. But if we're talking relationship,
which why would you be talking relationship so early?
I don't know. Who would do something like that?
Why would you talk? You don't know. I mean, granted, if you go out with someone, okay, let's be honest. Average time, I made my ex-husband wait because
let's get into it.
I wanted to have a serious relationship.
How long did you make him wait?
A month and a half, which still is not that long.
That's not that long, but that is long these days.
And we hung out. This is the thing. We went out like every other day. Like we hung out, like we were together all the time.
In a month and a half?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I like this. That's my lane just generally. Like you're a good.
Wow.
I love. Oh.
God, I feel like such a
I get, I'm like,
no,
yeah,
but that's good.
Space.
But
yeah.
like, listen, you
I know
and I
want.
are different space. You are dating for marriage. You're not sport fishing.
No.
I'm sport fishing.
Exactly.
Tasting some fish, throwing it out, having fun, have a roster, no stress. Like, you want to take me on a date Friday? Great. God, it's just going to ruin my whole dating life because everyone's like, don't date Melissa. She's not going to take you seriously.
But it actually might not, because I find that a lot of my friends, when they're in this space, men are just like, you know what I mean? And I come at it trying to be like that, but they're like, girl, you want a baby. And I'm like, I do. It's like, no.
But I think, but you're right. Up front. Like, you're like, I want to meet someone. I'm post-divorce. I'm enjoying myself. I am not ready to be in a relationship. As long as it would be so nice to have someone snuggled on my couch this Thanksgiving, I'm okay with being alone because I know I have to. As much as there was mess on his side of the street, there's mess on mine, and I'm doing the work to fix it.
I love it.
But I'm not going to starve in the meantime. I gotta get fed.
Okay, so if you are looking for that relationship, right, for our listeners, what do you think is a good timeline for intimacy? Do you think it depends on the people? Like, what do you generally feel?
I generally feel like it all depends on the vibe of the relationship and the communication. If a guy is pursuing you, you have to make him pay. Even if I go out with these guys now, I'm not like, we go to happy hour, we're sleeping together. No, there is a dinner.
Okay.
Like, there are standards that I have for dating that it's not just like, easy come, easy go.
Right.
So you have to, how do you want to be treated? You set the tone. Women set the tone of the relationship. Guys are just happy to be there. We don't realize the power we have.
We really don't. That is something that a lot of women lose and miss. It's even like with auditions and things of people in the industry. It's like they want you too, but people walk in with this scarcity feeling.
Pick me energy.
Pick me energy, exactly.
And I just don't. You attract. You lead by example. So if you guys talk and you get the first date, he's just like, oh, I've just kind of been dating, and you're like, no, he's not someone that I need to be open to, because he's going to tell. Men will tell you exactly who they are. Listen, ladies. And if you want to go that route, great. But like, do not get swooped up in like the romantic dinners and the thing over one date and then just think like, wait, he hasn't texted me the next day. No, you set the tone and know your worth. Know your worth. I get so sad when I see these girls like automatically sleeping with their neighbor or something and expecting paying, like women like are paying for dates with guys because they want to do stuff for him and show them that they like him. And then I'm like, you're taking away the chase. Like, the men want to be the chase. They want to be the provider. When a man is ready, he is ready. And he's ready.
That's what I'm saying. All this stuff of like, I'm not in this place. Like, when they know, they know, and that's it. That's it. There's nothing to like think about. There's no confusion. Yeah. You have clarity, and that's the end of the sentence. That's it.
Like, I'll be honest with you. There's someone that was on my roster for a while that I had to cut loose because I enjoy I'm not just like, come, fuck me.
Right.
Like, come, I like a little, hang out.
Yeah.
And like, because I'm an emotional person. I'm I'm an empath still.
Yeah.
And I need a little bit more than just like come in fast pass.
Not the fast pass. The fast
pass. But it's not meeting my needs.
Right.
I need more hang out. I want to like, hey, like, let's go out to eat. Let's talk. Let's do it. And then, but that's not what it is.
Right.
So you're not meeting my needs and you're not on my level. And that's not how, at the end of the day, that's not how I want to feel or present myself as.
Right.
That I'm just like running around.
How do you communicate that? So for me, I have a difficult time compartmentalizing those things. It's like I get a forehead kiss, you hold my hand, I'm like, Shooby-dooby-doo-doo-doo. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so we doing this, all right? I try to hold some of that back, but I think my freaking like hard eyes give it all away usually. But it's like, how do you communicate that like on an app like Field to let them know like, hey, I still want to be like romanced a little bit or like have some conversation. You're not just coming over or whatever.
From the first conversation,
okay.
Because I can tell if a guy's like, your boobs are amazing. Bye. Like,
okay. So out
like,
the gate, you don't have time for that.
I don't like. I like conversation. I say that like I want someone to hang out with, and like a friend with benefit.
Got it.
If you're not, there's no friend and there's just benefit, it don't work for me. And that's okay. And that's okay. I'm not sad about it. Like it would have been nice, but like I'm amazing. So you're missing out. Like, he literally said, you're such good shit. I'm like, I know. And you missed out.
I love it.
Like, you can't sit at the table anymore.
And all of that.
You have to know. Because every time, like, I was feeling like, this doesn't feel nice anymore. So if it doesn't feel good anymore, then you just have to cut it out. And don't be afraid. Because, like, I learned by selling all the things that I own, making space for what I really want. When you clear out, you make space for what you really want. But you just need to let the universe know how to treat you. If you are feeling like you're dissed and you're not being called and all these things, how are you letting someone treat you? You're allowing that behavior.
Right.
So you have to set the tone. And I set the tone of like, I want to hang out. Okay. This guy was like, oh, how do I get you topless? And I was like, well, you take me on a date and then we see if we vibe, but you're not getting anything until then. And I just say it.
I always appreciate when women are just so straight up like that. And I've lived in that space more recently, but there was such a time where I felt like that scarcity pick me energy of like, oh my God, I don't want to say the wrong thing. And there's so many beautiful women that are being treated like garbage by these not all men. It's not like that, but there are men out there, especially
predators
in this culture with the masculine, feminine, red pill, this and that. Women are always this and women are always that. So that energy is really permeating a lot of men right now because they feel displaced. They feel like they don't need us anymore. And so that's changing the energy with dating and finding like a masculine guy who's still, and I hate even using that word, but that is what it is. An alpha.
But you have to know what you want.
Exactly.
Now, I will say, learning from my mistakes, I thought I was with an alpha in my marriage, and I was the alpha because he allowed me to be me. He was always like praising me. I didn't see it then. He was an alpha in other ways.
Okay.
But I was very much that alpha energy when we walk into a room. We
talked about this.
And that changes. You have to really know you and how you want to be. I know like these bros, like there's so many bros on Field that are like, I'm dominant. You want to be dominant, but you're not dominant.
But you're not.
Like if there was that many alphas, come on.
Right.
A lot of guys that say they want to be alphas are bros. They all about their dick size and they like literally just are like humpers and pumpers and that's it.
Not the hump and pump.
The hump and pump. They're just like, there's no grind. There's no motion in the ocean. It's just a storm. Okay? That's not alpha. Alpha is, opening, letting the woman feel safe. And I think that's the difference between true alpha men. Because a true alpha man is a little bit beta too.
Ooh, Melissa. I've never heard this.
Think about it.
Okay.
He knows when to be strong. It's like a silent strength. He doesn't have to present like he's the leader of the pack because he is the pack.
And hopefully he's pack in.
Oh, that part. And so many, like, I'm so endowed.
I know. But to be fair, I like just to...
You don't know if you don't know.
You don't know if you don't know.
But I mean, I've never been a big size. To be honest with you, I don't want a big old freaking...
I was just about to say, I actually don't really want all of that.
No.
I actually don't need all of that.
I don't need all. I want to breathe. I want to I want to be able to pee and not have a...
You know what I mean?
I don't need all that.
I just want to walk the next day like a normal person.
Yeah, I don't need to be all whatever.
No, I don't need
all the size. I'm not a big size queen, but
no. And I'm sure people listening to this will be like, oh, well, that's why you don't date so-and-sos.
No, girl, let me just tell you. It's the tall, skinny white guys that have the freaking 12-inch dicks.
Oh my God, no, thank you.
Oh my God,
thank you.
I'm telling you, be surprised.
Like, have you ever seen one?
I have it on my phone. You want to see it? Not kidding.
Yes, I will.
I will show you off camera because I was surprised. Do not just think all white guys have small dicks.
No, they do not.
But
absolutely
Irish, packing.
Wow.
Surprisingly. That's all, and you can tell usually by the size of the thumb.
Not the thumb.
Sorry, is this too much?
No, this is amazing. I am obsessed with this episode already. Like, this is amazing.
It's just.
I'm just be like, can you send me a picture of your thumb?
I just want to see your thumb. Pic.
Well, she asked me for my thumb. I don't know what's going on with her.
It's like the thumb. You can tell.
You can just kind of tell. Yeah, the hands in general can be really telling.
Oh, hands, and that's the thing.
There's some surprises.
Look. You don't have to have perfect long cuticles, but it can't be stubby and it needs to be clean.
Yeah. Oh.
I will look.
If your hands are dirty, like there's nothing even to talk about.
Those hands will not be going anywhere near
me. Anywhere near me. No. Absolutely not. Okay, so generally speaking, you're saying it depends on the couple in terms of the timeline and your energy. I know we're going to circle back. The circle back, yes.
As far as if you're going to sleep with someone, it really depends on the communication and energy. Now, people have said, this is it. The first night I met my husband, we did not have sex. Okay. But we were hot and heavy. Like we were hot and heavy
petting. The heavy
petting, a little dry humping. And
love a good dry hump.
And I was like, whoa. I'm like, I need to stop because I don't want to sleep with you.
Yeah. That's the fun
my
part.
Friend's couch.
I love that part. Stop it. No. Oh, we can't. We should. No, we can't. I love it.
I want more.
But I want more.
Oh my God, just a little bit. It's so hot.
It's so hot.
But he said, well, we could have slept together that night. I still would have been in love with you. And I'm like.
And you believe him?
I don't care because I wouldn't have been.
Right.
I am that kind of person. It's like, if I slept with you, I'm like,
I'm over it.
I'm over it. So over it. So over it.
But you know that about yourself. And I think that's important too, to know yourself. Like I know for me, like I need space. I need time. I totally understand what that feeling means to me, and I have to just own that. I tried to do other things in my past. It did not work out for me. My brain just does all mental gymnastics. I am not the one. So I need some space.
I love how you know yourself.
Yes, I think that's important.
And I think, it really, at the end of the day, we're always thinking, well, what would he do? It doesn't matter what he does. It matters what you need. It matters what you want and what your boundaries are. Who cares what he thinks and does? Well, who cares what he thinks and does?
Exactly.
It's about you and your body and what you feel in your heart. Listen, I will say this, and I am dating again. The body knows. Like we heard the body keeps the score. The body knows. The body knows if you're going to connect with someone or if you're with someone and you're constantly getting like, was it BV or any of those things? Like you're getting any of that stuff. Your body may not have the right pH with this person, and it may not vibe.
Or pheromones.
Or pheromones. Your body, if you just your body is protecting you. So listen to your body. Get still and listen. It's not rocket science.
No, it's not.
Like I had a girlfriend say, "Oh my God, but I don't know why. Like, every time we get together, I get a UTI." And I was like, "Girl, he's either cheating or your pH don't mix.
It doesn't work.
And it doesn't work.
That's it.
It's nothing. And listen to that. Something's not connecting. Melissa, you are so amazing. And I am so happy that you've been here today. You have no idea. I am so excited already about this episode. Thank you just for being honest and raw and keeping it 100. It just really is amazing to see. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope people take away that it's really about you. Dating and interracial dating, just this, what it is. I mean, listen, if I had a cousin who never dated a white guy before and was like, okay, what was her experience like? She was like, I've been missing out for years. This is so fun. Listen, try everything. I've dated someone from every race, every background, even a date, just a date. Yeah. Not slept with, but just dated, just went on a date. It's good for the soul. I think if we can understand each other more, there would be less drama in this world. Totally. And it's so funny when people know that I date outside my race.
I have had people in my family be like, well, what do y'all talk about? What do you talk to them about? I'm like,
they're
people, so we talk about people things, family. Like, what are you talking about? What do we talk about? Like, this is the weirdest question ever.
That seems so very, like, Southern.
It's a very Southern. Like, it was my grandmother. What'd you talk to him about?
Yeah. Who do you talk about? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, people stuff. Yeah, just regular old date stuff. They understand stuff. I'm like, yeah, Grandma, they understand stuff.
Oh, bless her.
I know, bless her. Bless my grandmother. But yeah, it's so funny because it's like, it's almost as if, especially coming from her generation, you know, that she wasn't doing that. She wasn't seeing that, you know? And so it's so foreign to them to think that we could have anything in common, that it would make any sense. But there actually are quite a few interracial couples in my family now.
I love that. Same here.
Yeah.
That's good that it's like evolved and changed.
It's evolved and it's changed.
But if we're really going to talk about dating relationships, like every Black girl should take a trip to Europe. If you don't love your confidence and you like, oh, my body, oh, I have a too big of a butt or whatever. Girl, go to Europe. You will be fed and worshipped.
Okay, you will come back. You may not come back.
You may not come back.
You may not come
back. You may just have a new husband,
you know.
From Greece.
We talked about this before, like going over there and just staying over there for like a month and maybe not even coming back.
Oh,
like,
I mean, I kind of want to. That's why I'm kind of floating right now. We'll see where I end up. But
my gosh.
I might just go to France and never come back.
This just made me think of something. I'll tell you after the show. But yes, we will do that. Okay, before we let you go, we're going to play a game of red flag, green flag. And I'm so excited to play it with you.
Oh my God, I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah. Okay, but when I give them to you, you have to make sure you say red flag or green flag for the people listening.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I get to.
Yes, you get to hold them up.
And I got it. Okay, I love it. All right,
why,
let me get them.
Or, you know, all the things.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Red flag, green flag, has children. I literally thought you were going to put up the red flag.
No, because listen.
Okay.
I'm 40.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay.
Most men that I'm dating have kids or have had kids, and it shows they can commit.
Mm-hmm.
As long as there's no baby mama drama, I'm down with it. It's green flag. Listen, I don't want to be your mama. I don't want to be there, but I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it.
I'm fine with it. It's not a red flag.
Okay.
It shows that he commit. It depends on like if he has like 6 kids from 6 different baby mamas. That's red flag. But kids in general,
green
people
flag.
are gonna have kids. It's
okay,
fine. Green flag.
Makes less than you. What is that, Melissa?
That is a red flag because been there, done that, don't want to do it again.
I love
it. That's all I have to say about that.
Texts you all the time. Like as soon as you text him, he responds right away.
Red flag.
Oh.
I'm busy. There's nothing I hate more than a good morning text. I hate the good morning text. It's so basic. Good morning, beautiful. Get the fuck out of here. I am so busy. I am up. You right time you text me, I'm up. Did my meditation, journaled, walked, had a workout, and now you're like, good morning, beautiful. Leave me alone. Come up with something original.
Oh my God,
I don't need the constant validation. Red flag. Like, you probably mass texting all these hoes. I don't care.
To be fair.
Sorry, is that just a little too real?
No, I love it.
It's such a red flag. Ladies, do not fall for the texting all the time. I like unavailability. Keep them on their toes. Do the same.
Oh my God, I love you. Okay, his mom still does his laundry.
Oh, such a red flag. If you do not know how to do your laundry, like granted, and if his mom does his laundry, is he living at home?
Oh gosh. Oh God.
No, learn how to handle your stuff as a man, and also have a good set of knives.
Okay.
If a man doesn't have a good set of knives and investment pieces, ladies too.
To be fair, yes, I've actually been looking at new knives.
Yeah, girl, I'm a Costco girl. I'm all about. They have some like shows
you
that
need
come
to
in.
Tell me which ones to get.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, won't date you because your astrology signs don't match. If he's like, whoa,
I mean, that's kind of a green flag because that means he's like me too.
I love it. What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Oh, that's
can you tell? I'm like so Scorpio.
You're so Scorpio. Oh my God, that's so
true.
But
like, I mean, if he's Aquarius, run, ladies. Wait, are you? Or Aquarius?
No, I'm not. Okay. But I'm a green. I'm a green.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like if he doesn't want, we know.
Green flag.
Green flag.
Okay, and then last one is if he texts still with his ex-girlfriends.
Oh, I mean, listen, I think it depends. Mix-ish.
Okay.
Red flag, green flag, mix. Yellow flag. Because,
okay.
I mean, why? Is there a purpose? You know? Or if it's, like, even if it's ex-wife, like, there might be a purpose to it.
Yeah.
I think no contact for me, like, no contact now is great. But, like, there might be a reason.
Right. So it just depends on
the situation.
Right.
Like, there's no reason for them to be like, we're friends. No, it just means it's unfinished business.
Exactly. Oh, okay, I have last one.
Ooh.
Super sexual on the first date.
Oh, that's a red flag. But depends what you want.
Okay.
If you want to get laid, it's a green flag. But if you want a relationship, it's a red flag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
but
my
if you're
God.
super sexual and you don't care, sit on that face. That is what I leave you with.
Great.
Little face sitting. It's a little good.
Thank you so much for being here. There will definitely be a part 2 with you. You're amazing.
Oh my God. But like maybe if I start dating someone, be like, she found a boyfriend.
I know. Like, take the episode down.
I know, right? Never.
No, I'm not taking you down. This is
Never.
Gonna be great.
This is good.
Thank you, Melissa.
You're the best. This is so fun.
Thank you. All right, guys. As usual, thank you for lending me your ear. Don't forget, this is the place for the Hot Mess Expresses and the Black Sheeps of Love. Until next time, I'm Drea Renee, and this is Hey Babe, Can We Talk?